I don't know what in the blue hell to tell you all about today, but it's gonna be fun.
All I gotta say is buckle up and let's go.
Can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
I can't stop laughing because of what we got in store.
Oh, dear God.
Good morning! Welcome to the twisted, tripped out Tommy Trumpet Thursday edition of Snowman of the Morning. I can't help it. I watched an Edwin Diaz entrance, and that song is now stuck in my damn head.
Oh, boy. Well, on that note, the first hour of today's show is brought to you by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. And all I gotta say to open this up, what the hell did we create?
We haven't fully created it yet. We just came up with some ideas. But to rewind back to Monday,
yep,
we saw the evidence and box score of the wildest baseball game, which carried a final score of 36-22. And it happened this year. It happened Sunday, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
Rhode Island and William and Mary.
36-22.
The game could only be played for 7 innings. Why, you ask? Because of a 17-run 5th inning by Rhode Island. Let me say that to y'all again, and I'm not making it. We're not making this up.
Nope, we're not.
Provide the proof. A 17-run 5th
Stone Cold Ticket.
A rattlesnake is here.
By God, that's Stone Cold's music.
Folks, yeah, the 58 runs in a baseball game, in a college baseball game, college baseball game.
To both coaches.
You're fired. You can't really fire them on a game like that because you don't expect 58 runs.
And
so it got us to thinking, dear God, how can adults our age play a game like that? And then the introduction of beer. Matter of fact, my stupid ass decided to borrow from one of my favorite movies of all time, Revenge of the Nerds. Circa 1984. Something about that year.
I wonder.
Circa 1984. Where they're doing the Greek games and the derby comes up. Each lap you circled, you had to chug a beer.
I'm sorry.
Each lap you circled, before the beginning of the next lap, you had to chug a beer.
What?
You had to chug a beer.
What?
Drink it in full.
What?
Can't leave any.
What?
None left.
What?
Absolutely nothing left.
What?
And oh God, here we go. First of all, where would we store? We would have to store the beer in ice tubs in the dugout.
Yeah.
Make sure it's nice and cold, right? Because you try to plug. Because anybody that's been in any dugout, no matter what level, you try to plug a refrigerator in that bastard, and it's not going to work.
No, it's not.
So you get ice tubs. Make sure they're completely doused. I've been laughing for 2 days. Okay, here we go. Make sure there's plenty of beer in the ice tubs, okay? I mean, pushed all the way down into the tub. It's overflowing with beer cans. It's overflowing with ice. Bam. You got your drinks on ready. Now, here is where you lose the game immediately. For every strikeout,
take a beer.
What?
Take a beer.
What?
Drink one.
What?
Shut up,
one.
What?
Okay. So say there's we're gonna fashion a 9-inning game out of this shit. I don't know. Say you hit a ground ball and you retired. You jog back to the dugout. Guess what you got to do?
Drink a beer.
Yep. If you strike out, you got to drink 2 beers.
What?
If you make the last out of the inning,
What?
no one is safe in this game. Okay, just want y'all to know, no one is safe in this game.
Not even the umpires.
Not even the umpire. We'll get to the umpire in a little bit. If you make the last out of the inning, 3 beers go down.
What?
By yourself.
What?
No help from the audience.
What?
No help from the peanut gallery.
What?
Everybody coming into the game in the audience has a beer in their hand. Except the children, we don't condone that. All right, you got to be 21 or older to enter this game. Okay, we'll set this rule up right now. Got to be 21 or older to either watch this game or participate in this game. Now the fun starts. First pitch is a strike. The umpire breaks one out. What?
Umpire calls third strike. Breaks one out.
which means the ball man is bringing one to him, having one at the ready at 2 strikes.
Oh, they got their own sub. They got their own sub hanging up by the backstop.
If a foul ball reaches the stands, whoever catches it gotta chug one. What?
Runner reaches base, chug one.
Which means the players are going to have one in their pockets.
Runner steals a base.
Here's what you do. Every defensive position player has a beer in their pocket.
Yep.
All right. If you reach base either by error, walk, or base hit, you're chugging. What? Which means the defender, say, reach first base, which means Anthony Rizzo is handing you a beer, and you got to chug it on the spot before the next pitch is thrown. What? So if you get the gumption to steal second base and you make it, you got to chug again.
Along with the umpire.
What? The umpire. Second base umpire's got to chug too. All right. Now say you get the gumption on the next pitch to steal third base. And you make it. Guess what? What? You're chugging again. What? And the third base umpire chugs one too. What? And already this is out of control.
Now, let's get to the whole scoring run situation.
Oh, dear.
Let's just say you had a little bit of extra Wheaties for breakfast and you put one over the fence. You're chugging a beer. What?
And for every run you drive in, you're chugging a beer. What? So, following that math, if you hit a 2-run shot, crack.
It's beer bash.
If you hit a 3-run shot,
severe beer bash.
And should you have the strength, the motor skills, because it's going to happen late in the game. It's going to happen late in the game, I guarantee you.
And the huevos ranchados to do this.
To hit a slam.
Oh, you ain't chugging one. You ain't chugging
you're chugging
you ain't chugging 3.
You're not even chugging 4.
If you hit a granny, you're doing a kickstand.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. There's going to be a keg wheeled out, and it's going to turn into Animal House, and you're going to have to do a kickstand.
At home plate.
Yep.
And a teammate will assist you into doing a kickstand. Which means there's got to be a lot of food available to offset all the liquor. What?
Now, if this so happens to be a walk-off, not only are you doing a keg stand at home plate,
in the midst of the celebration,
the entire team will do a keg stand. And then you're taking the keg home with you. Whatever's left.
pack that sumbitch in the trunk.
And then you're buying the entire game a shot.
Why not? It happened to me for my 40th birthday. The whole damn football team I was covering bought me a shot. No, check that. 2 shots.
What?
Now we got the scoring out of the way. Whatever base you steal, you chug a beer, of course. You score a run, you're chugging a beer. Every home run and run you drive in, glug, glug, glug. You hit a slam, you're doing a keg stand. You hit a walk-off stand, the whole damn team does a keg stand. Now, say you get defensive-minded.
Oh, dear God.
And you turn a double play. Depending on who's involved, be it 4-6-3, 6-4-3, 5-4-3, those infielders and you, the pitcher, chug.
And if the pitcher's involved, they're chugging too.
Yes. So they have one in their back pocket, and one of the infielders will bring you one. Now, if you happen to turn the rarest of the rarest of the rare, and of course, by that I mean a triple play. Every fielder involved chugs one. You, as the pitcher, chug 3. Which means you ain't lasted more than 2 innings and your ass is out the door already. Now, there could be a triple play that, well, I've seen this happen before. You line out to right field. You're out, you chug one. The right fielder throws to first base, catches that runner, and then it goes 5, 2, 6, 5. So in essence, 9, 3, 2, 5, 6, 2, 5 triple play. I saw it live in a White Sox game against the Texas Rangers.
That'd be a hell of a lot of beer.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the person who gets the third out.
That's when you just go drink from the keg.
Yeah. One of those, screw it. Go get a solo cup and drink from the keg.
Go get a solo cup and drink from the keg. Did you assist in the triple play? Yep. Go get your reward.
You know what's going to happen by the time all of this is flat out over, don't you?
Nobody moves.
Not just that, but we sound about as brilliant as these people.
This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
And they're sober.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And they're sober.
We got to be hammered to understand their logic.
Now, if you happen to get the save, well, first of all, if you're the scorekeeper, every out you record, you got to chug one. Which means by out 9, you're out the door anyway.
Yeah,
so
because there's
on hand.
Yeah.
You gotta no. Change that. You need a scorekeeper for every inning.
Yeah.
Because every out that's made, you're chugging a beer along with them.
Yeah, you'd need about 9 scorekeepers.
Mm-hmm. But what if we go into extra innings?
This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes. If we happen to... Oh, Lord. If we happen to go into the 10th inning,
You're fired.
No, this is what would happen if we saw inning number 10.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Listen.
and for your 10th inning entertainment,
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved?
That's just wrong. Well, I will say, if we do make it into the 10th inning, anything that ends up involving these idiots becomes a lot more bearable.
oh Lord. My good friend Anna tuning in, and you came in at the right time, Anna. We're talking beer league baseball. All right, if we get to the 10th inning and no one scores, everybody takes a solo cup.
Yeah.
Every subsequent inning thereafter, you increase by one.
You're going to need 3 kegs sitting out on the field for this one.
Yep. And for all you college students that are as old as me that went to college in 1990, I've done my share of cake stands. Oh, God.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sponsor of the Beer League Baseball.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
Right.
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society. Oh my gosh. So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating, high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vamonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
That's just a sponsor for the extra innings.
You fool!
I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know who'd sponsor the game itself?
Who? Yes. I mean, it'd be perfect to get rid of the hangover.
Yes, which is exactly why I did that. All right, so if you make it an extra innings, you just break out the solo. You bring in a fresh keg, and you break out the solo cups because everything that happens, somebody's taking a solo cup. Okay. If you're recording out as a pitcher, you're taking a solo cup. You have the motor skills to make it all the way to first base without slipping and falling.
English, do you speak it?
Exactly.
Oh
my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
all right, we better take a break. We've been holding that one since Monday.
yeah, I think we got some other BS to deal with today.
When we come back, we'll talk Four Nations Championship. It's Canada, it's USA, it's beer all over the place. And then Old Snowman has devised a way to mess up the hockey game.
Oh, God, help me.
Back after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from car tips to hot topics to meat beef of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light-optimizing lenses that block blue rays, so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I can't mess up racing because they already chug when they so that's already done.
We could screw up so much stuff with a beer league version of it.
Oh shit.
Beer league golf, anybody?
Okay. Four Nations Championship. I will have the call live beginning at 7:50 p.m. Eastern Time on Snowman Multimedia and Snowman Sportsnet. And my only question, who do y'all have winning? Does Canada take the Canada Cup or does USA take the USA Cup? It was known by both versions. And then the Four Nations face-off came in, and it's just been all over the place, and I'm drooling for the next version. I'm drooling for if they do this next year, I'm all over it.
Right.
I'm just saying. Now, here's how you mess up hockey. Instead of water in the goalie crease, in the goalie cup, in the goalie bottle when they take a break,
it's beer.
Yep.
Same for on the side. Same for on the bench. It ain't Gatorade in them bottles. It's Miller.
It's Miller. Now, how about? We can't mess it up too much. You want to have some kind of. You got to have some kind of coordination just to skate, and I can't skate worth a damn.
Neither can I.
However,
there are exceptions to this rule.
You can reward players for scoring.
Yep. Chug a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Get a goal, chug a beer. Get 3 goals, you're doing a keg stand.
Yep. A hat trick gives you a keg stand, and the hats fly all over the place.
Yep. Goalie shutout, they're chugging from the keg.
Yep. Yep. And if we go overtime, the same rules apply as in extra innings in the baseball.
Yep.
Break out the kegs and break out the solo cups.
Now, how can we ruin golf?
How can we ruin golf? Oh, that's easy. A beer at every hole. No, check that. A keg at every hole. That's easy.
Any drive over 300 yards, you're chugging. Any putt made over 10 feet, you're chugging.
And if you do what Tiger Woods did in 2005 with that miraculous putt, that's a keg stand. And of course, I'm talking about the one he made at the Masters.
A hole-in-one keg stand.
Keg stand. No, a hole-in-one equals a keg stand and a walk-off. You automatically, if you hit a hole-in-one at any point, you do a keg stand and you win the tournament. Everybody go home.
Nice.
And of course, all of golf is saying right now.
Man, actually, I'm actually thinking more along the lines of what Robin Williams once said when they came to golf. Oh dear God!
Yes. Yes.
What are they doing to our precious sport?
You know they've been asking that for years now, right?
Yeah, I know.
You know they've been asking that for years. You realize that?
I do.
Oh gosh. Now wait a minute. Wait. What if it comes to a playoff? Give me this soundboard right here. I forgot to cue it up too. And you know the sound I'm looking for.
Oh boy.
Now, what if it comes to like a 1 or a 2 hole playoff? No.
A 1 or 2 hole playoff?
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Who sets up these press conferences?
Apparently, the late great Jim Morra.
Apparently.
So if it comes to that, you flip a coin to see who'd go first. And of course, you start from the 10th hole per rule.
Mm-hmm.
But if you hit a hole-in-one, then the hole-in-one rule applies. It's a keg stand and it's a walk-off.
You and your caddy end up keg standing.
Mm-hmm. And you drink from the trophy cup.
Yes.
You drown yourself in the trophy cup.
Yes.
Now, do we expect all these changes to happen? No. Just having a whole lot of fun with this.
Quite frankly, everyone would be saying this is a whole lot of...
Yes.
And it'd be a whole hell of a lot of fun, too.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the PGA and other golf associations are looking at us saying, "You fool!" But just know we're having fun with this.
More like this, honestly.
Stop it. Get some help.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ladies and gentlemen, the satire of this show is not to be meant to be taken serious.
Please don't take it serious. Please don't take it serious. Serious note, however, I am going to be calling the Four Nations Championship here on the channel tonight. 7:50 pregame, 8 p.m. face-off from the TD Garden in Boston.
The Garden.
Which means the Garden will be the first time in a while that hockey will see a championship game. I'm sorry.
English, do you speak it?
I didn't stutter.
Shut up, bitch. Oh, my God.
I'm getting too old for this.
I think on that note.
Oh, gosh. All right. Another break and another breakdown. This time we go to basketball.
Why?
Because it's fun.
College, yes. NBA, not so much.
Which is why I'm going to employ some rule changes in the NBA.
Oh, dear God, everyone's drinking.
I never said what kind of drinks either.
What?
Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
People tell me how lucky my daughter is to have been adopted. But really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
This Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, we got a big one in men's college basketball. A top 10 matchup featuring the 8th-ranked Iowa State Cyclones and the 5th-ranked Houston Cougars. From Fertitta Pavilion in Houston, Texas, yours truly will have the call beginning at 1:30 with the SeatGeek pregame show. Presented by SeatGeek, where fans can fan. Speaking of men's college basketball, it's getting very interesting.
That it is.
When you got teams like Iowa State and Houston, 8 versus 5 in Houston, I tell you, that may be a high scoring. That's a sleeper kind of game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And speaking of that, they actually have some of the projected brackets already out.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm talking full blown.
Where do I find those? Tell me.
I got one coming to you right about now.
Ooh, send me toys.
There's a toy.
Gotta see it. Holy cow.
That too. Like I said, they've already got the projected.
So they have the top overall seed being Auburn. The first team out being VCU, and we'll see them. I think I got them coming up. Yeah, VCU. Oh, that's in women's ball. Got them coming up on the 26th. The last team in, and this will make Jay happy, Wake Forest.
Yep. The last 4 buys going to Texas, West Virginia, BYU, and Vanderbilt. The first 4 out, VCU, Georgia, SMU, and North Carolina.
I'm not surprised at.
And after that, the next 4, Indiana, Xavier, Kansas State, and UC Irvine.
Last four in: San Diego State, Oklahoma, Arkansas, a couple of Southwest Conference rivals, and as mentioned, Wake Forest.
Yep.
And BYU is hot right now.
Yeah. The way they've got it broken down is 13 SEC, 10 Big 10, 8 Big 12, 4 Big East, 4 ACC, 3 Mountain West, and 2 WCC.
Mm-hmm.
And these brackets are absolutely insane to look at.
Okay, let's look at the first four by their projection. You got, oh God, I can't say it.
What?
Omaha, University of Omaha, and Southeast Missouri State. Ooh.
As a play-in for the 16.
As a play-in.
To get Auburn.
Yikes.
And this is in the South region, everybody, just so you know. We're starting in the South with all that. Yeah.
Then a pair of 12s with Arkansas playing Wake Forest. The winner of that game, where'd it go?
The winner of that game's Maryland.
Yep, winner gets Maryland.
Now, also, mind you guys, these are also local sites. So you got Lexington for the South bracket. You got Lexington, Seattle, Milwaukee hosting, and for the Midwest, they've also got Lexington, but they've got 2 in Providence and 1 in Wichita.
Mm-hmm.
The West will see the local side of things going Raleigh, Denver, Cleveland, and Wichita. The East will see Raleigh, Seattle, Denver, and Cleveland.
But it's Cleveland. Finally, some winning basketball in Cleveland when March gets here.
Pretty much.
Bad joke. I know. Bad joke.
But
the next set of 16s, Southern University and American University.
Yep.
And the winner of that, oh, Lord.
The winner of that game gets
Duke.
In Raleigh.
In North Carolina. Yow.
And then the next set, which would be the 11s, is San Diego State and Oklahoma. And the winner of that gets UCLA.
These are sacrificial games.
Yeah, they are.
Get rid
of them.
I get rid of them, please. Take it back down to 64 teams. If you're not good enough to get in, you're not good enough to get in.
I mean, as it is, we all know where most of these games are going to go anyway.
Yep. Buzz time, says Victor, who's checking in from Chicago. Hey, Victor, did you catch the first part of what we did today? I'm hoping he did.
I mean, I'm looking at some of these other matchups. Nothing is really stepping out to me right now as possibly upset Central.
Oh, there's one to me.
I just saw one on the East.
I see one in the West.
All right, who you got?
BYU, Memphis.
Ooh, I could see that. I was also looking, UConn currently is slated as an 8, and they get Ohio State.
They'll drill Ohio State. Ohio State ain't built for the Final Four.
The only other one I could see is the other 7-10 that is in the East, Louisville, West Virginia.
Oh, West Virginia could beat Louisville easily. West Virginia can take out Louisville.
Other than that, I don't know, to be honest.
No, these are set up to be buzzsaw games. You know what? I'm going to go way out on a limb.
Okay.
Way out on a limb. Texas A&M and Montana, the way they got it set up right now.
In the final?
No. In the first round in the West.
Okay. Texas. Ooh, that could get interesting.
Texas ain't it because some reason Big Sky teams scared the absolute daylights out of the regulars.
Yeah.
But I don't see anything else that like sticks out. Memphis, BYU, and Texas A&M and Montana, they both stick out. They're both slated in the West region as of right now. Louisville, West Virginia, 7-10 in Cleveland. I can see that one going down to the wire.
The only other one that in the East that I could see being intriguing, just based off the opening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It depends on if it's Oklahoma or San Diego State that comes in to go after UCLA.
Yeah. I see another one.
What's up?
The Midwest region. Illinois and George Mason.
That's going to be a barn burner.
Illinois and George Mason could come down to the buzzer.
While it wouldn't exactly be considered an upset, we could also see Creighton and Baylor go to the buzzer.
That wouldn't be an upset. Creighton's done it before.
Creighton's the 8, Baylor's the 9.
Mm-hmm. And then Quinnipiac will get in and face Alabama. Ugh.
Well, there's a dog walking and a half.
Wait a minute. Where's the big one at this year? Last year was in Phoenix. This year it's where?
Let me take a look.
Where's the Final Four this year? I keep forgetting. And
Lucas Oil, it looks like.
What?
Hang on a second. Final Four sites. No, it's in San Antonio, the Alamo Dome.
Oh, okay. We're in the Alamo.
Yes. They've already announced all the way to 2031, dude.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
2026.
Hey, Bill, can you score me a couple of No, I'm kidding.
Okay. 2026 is going to be in Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
2027, Ford Field.
Detroit. And they've already had one at Ford Field. Okay. 28.
Vegas.
Death Star.
Yep. 20, here's one for you. 2029, they go back to Lucas. 2030, Jerry World.
They're going back to North Texas?
2030.
And 31?
They're going to the Benz in Atlanta.
Oh! 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 And they've yet to host one because the one that was planned for 20 was wiped out by COVID.
Exactly. Now, dealing with the prelim round sites, the first 4 are going to be played in Dayton, Ohio at the UD.
That's locked in. Yep.
First and second rounds are Denver over at Ball Arena, Providence, Rhode Island at the Mutual Pavilion. Lexington, they're playing at the Rupp. Wichita, Kansas in the Intrust Bank Arena. Cleveland, Ohio at the Field House.
Yep.
Milwaukee at the Pfizer Forum, which is going to be from Marquette.
Yeah.
Lenvo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Seattle, Washington has the Climate Pledge Arena.
Bring back the Supersonics. Bring back the Supersonics. I'm sorry. I'm not over that yet.
They've already unveiled also where the regionals are going to be in 26 through.
Where are the regionals going to be in 26?
Toyota Center, Houston.
Mm-hmm.
The SAP in San Jose.
That's the West.
Capital One in DC.
That's the East.
And the Midwest is playing in the house that Jordan built, the UC.
United Center. Ooh. Honey, we're doing a road trip.
Like I said, they've also got they've unleashed 27 and 28 as well for the regionals.
Okay, where are the 27 regionals playing?
The South, Frost Bank Center, San Antonio.
That means me and Bill Schoenig are going to have a discussion.
The West, Crypto.com, also known as the house that Kobe built.
House that Kobe built.
Midwest.
Some winning basketball. Finally, some winning basketball will be back at Staples Center.
Midwest, the T-Mobile Center in KC.
I can see that.
And in the East, the biggest house of them all, the Garden.
MSG. Love it.
And for 28, the East is going back to Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
The Midwest is going to Little Caesars in Detroit.
Oh wait, in 28? Did you say the East is going back to Raleigh?
The East is going to Raleigh for the final.
So East Regional is going to Raleigh.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Midwest is Little Caesars in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
The South is the AAC in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And the West, hey, Curry, you're going to need to give up your locker for a while.
Chase.
It's going to the Chase.
It's going to Chase. Okay. Okay. All right, so this year they're going to Texas. They're going to the Alamo. They're going to Texas.
Yep.
Final Four is going to San Antonio. All right. Early Final Four prediction. Where did it go? Early Final Four predictions. Now, this is early. Way the blank early.
I don't see all 4 1 seeds advancing. Because they did change.
I don't see none of the 4 seeds. I don't see none of the 1 seeds advancing. Because
I'm going to say this now. Florida has a rougher road to advance than the other 3.
And I see Florida getting drilled by either Oregon or New Mexico.
Duke has a semi-easy, but UConn is going to end up being, I think, their biggest problem.
UConn will knock them out. UConn will knock out Duke.
I would love to see a UConn. I'd love to see a UConn Tennessee final eight, Elite Eight matchup.
Remember, folks, these are early. This is February. We ain't in the middle of March. And yes, we will be covering both the men's and the women's tournament. So, Shane, I'm yanking you in studio.
As long as I don't have anything going on that day.
I know it gives. Okay.
Dealing with the South.
Mm-hmm.
St. Mary's at a 2 seed. I could see them. No, excuse me. St. Mary's at a 7. Iowa State sitting at the 2 seed. I could see Iowa State having an easier run than the 1 seed with Auburn.
Let me give you my 4 as they stand right now.
Okay.
The South will bring the Cyclones. The Midwest. Oh.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb.
I'm going out on a big limb. The West will bring the Fighting Illini. Chief Illini Wick returns.
I was actually thinking more Kentucky, to be honest.
Nah. I ain't trusting Kentucky. Not after the way John Calipari ruined that program.
For the South, for me, you know what? I'm going to say St. John's comes out of the South.
I could add a 4 seed. I can see that. I can never, but I got Iowa State. My money's on the Cyclones.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, matter of fact, you know what? Let me change my Midwest pick. Out of the South comes Iowa State. Out of the Midwest, if not Illinois, then Houston.
Houston gets Cleveland State, and then would get the winner of Mississippi State, Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easy road for them.
The East will see UConn. And I don't know who the hell's going to. Yes, I do. The West will see Oregon.
So you got Oregon taking down New Mexico and more than likely Florida State. Or Florida.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to throw a little bit of a shock value at you on this one.
Mm-hmm.
The only way Oregon doesn't make it to the Final Four
is if they play.
Is if, quite frankly, they end up playing Purdue.
I ain't trusting Purdue. After what happened last year, I'm not trusting Purdue. What are you guys' early picks? Put them in the chat and follow along with us. You got any ideas for us to discuss on air? Drop an email to snowmaninthemorning@gmail.com. That's snowmaninthemorning@gmail.com. 4 Nations Madness. Next.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals, chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E. Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meat beep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
It's no secret. Today's consumer wants convenience and likes things on the go. They want to be listened to and receive instant solutions to their queries. This can often make or break the customer service experience. That's why it makes convenient interactions easy for you. Whether your customers want to connect with you via text, Facebook Messenger, Google, Instagram, or website, all messages now come to the one easy-to-use inbox, so you don't have to check a dozen different sites from the platform. From here, you can send SMS or email, answer questions, schedule appointments, take payments, and close more deals simply by messaging back and forth with your customers. When someone searches for a business like yours, they will look at your reviews. So unless you have more positive reviews, they'll choose someone else. Luck makes it easy to collect hundreds or even thousands of reviews from your customers. Simply send a review invitation or create automation that requests customer reviews right after the sale, or maybe right after a service is completed. It will take them 30 seconds or less to leave the review. Now those reviews will show up on the search result and increase your ranking that matters most. Plus, our advanced reporting will show you exactly where your leads are coming from and if your website or ads are doing their job. So why are you waiting? Put your business way in front of your competitors, get more leads, convert more of those leads to paying customers by getting started with today.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I'm still going back to the beginning of the show.
You fool!
Yes. Yes. I'll take that. I'll take that. Hey, McCoffee, who do you got winning the Four Nations Cup tonight? Four Nations Championship. Why do I say cup?
Because that's what we're used to saying when it comes to hockey.
As in Lord Stanley.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think pulls it out? Because it's going to be like a 6-5 kind of game.
Honestly, I have to give the edge to Canada based off talent. I mean, they got way too much stacked.
Yeah, but the Kachuk brothers, Brady and Matthew, will go tonight And considering the fact it's in Boston, I got the U.S. winning it. I never saw the U.S. win because this Four Nations face-off is like the old Canada Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw the U.S. win the Canada Cup. Never. We're going to change that tonight. I'm definitely going to be a homer tonight.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say this. It's going to need to be more than just 3 goals like it was back Saturday.
Yeah, but by that time, the U.S. already sealed everything up.
Pretty much.
They already sealed their spot in the championship. Ryan McCarthy, it'll be another tight game like last Saturday. If the U.S. repeats their defensive performance, we win. True.
I could see it going either way, to be honest. Depends on, late game defense and who they got in the pipes.
And Jordan Bennington will start in goal tonight for Team Canada.
He's been their workhorse.
Mm-hmm. It's going to come down to who's between the pipes.
Yeah.
Like you said. You just said it. Duh. My brain's locked up. It'll come down to who's between the pipes. Got some bad news, folks. Allison will not be able to make it because of a horrible sinus headache. And she was very congested. She just messaged me about a half hour ago. So, Allie, you get well, sis. We love you. We'll see you here next week.
Looks like McCarthy's saying it's going to be Connor Hellebuyck in goal for the U.S.
Connor Hellebuck.
Yep.
I think that gives the U.S. an advantage.
Yeah, Connor's been a lot more, he's faced a lot more than what, Canada has had to deal with.
Yep. Well, looks like we got a piece of breaking news here that just came across my desk.
Is it the fact that LeBron James is still a bitch?
I said breaking news. The Yankees have signed manager Aaron Boone to a 2-year extension through the 2027 season. He remains the manager of the Yankees. The Yankees had originally exercised their club option on Boone's contract in November, with the team saying a longer deal would be discussed once they were done with their offseason business. Now Boone gets a new deal that will keep him tied to the club through the 2027 season.
It doesn't surprise me.
No. With the recent trip to the World Series, he's gone from the hot seat to the top seat.
Yeah, and the fact of look at the bigger moves that New York has done after losing Juan Soto.
Yep.
They picked up Max Fried. They needed pitching anyway. He goes 8 years, 218.
Mm-hmm.
And then they end up making the trades to get Cody Bellinger and Devin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
That is basically picking up a starter that they desperately needed. Devin Williams is still a relatively decent closer, and now they've got some pop with Cody B.
Yeah, but I still say the Mets won the offseason.
Well, I mean,
Soto alone.
Yeah, I mean that was monstrous in its own right.
Mm-hmm. Now,
15 years, 765.
Yeah, but will Juan Soto be worth all 765 is my burning question.
If he produces the way he did with the Yankees, then yes.
I agree. If he produces even part of the way that he produces with the Yankees, then yes. he will be worth the $765.
But he has to stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest thing. You got a 15-year investment that basically ate up all your cap room. They need to stay healthy.
And it mirrors what the Phillies did with Bryce Harper.
Yes.
In signing him to a long-term deal.
Now, I mean,
my question. Well, shit. Why don't we just take a break and come back and talk baseball? All right. And yes, that's $3 in the swear jar. Baseball talk after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BET in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Where's this button I'm looking for? Oh,
getting too old for this.
No, I'm getting too old for this. Motherfucker.
Meanwhile,
God.
So
give it to me to turn something I slipped up on it.
Yeah. Should we just go based off of division on how things have gone for these teams?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I got it basically pulled up anyway. I can just talk about a couple of
Go
big
with
moves.
it. Go with it.
All right. So, two of the big moves that Toronto came up with was signing Anthony Santander to a 5-year deal.
Big deal.
And
Big deal.
They end up landing Max Scherzer for a 1-year deal.
Tiger uppercut. So Scherzer, if he can stay healthy, stabilizes their rotation.
Mm-hmm.
And Santander stabilizes their batting order.
Yeah, they've also got people like Jeff Hoffman, Yimi Garcia, Josh Walker.
The problem is they haven't taken care of Vladimir Guerrero.
No, and Vladdy is still looking to end up dipping out eventually.
Yeah, I think he's out of there after this year.
They
didn't take care of him immediately.
No. For Baltimore, they've added Tyler O'Neill, who came over from leaving us, and they added Gary Sanchez to a 1-year deal.
I think Sanchez is finished.
I see Sanchez DHing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, that's the only reason, because look who you've got around you. You got Gunnar Henderson and you've got Adley Rushman.
Not only that, you got Jackson Holiday.
Yeah.
You got the kid as being a kid that's loving being a kid, playing a kid's game. You got Jackson Holiday.
Yeah. Tampa really didn't do all that much this year.
Yeah, they were too worried about a stadium to do anything right now. They got bigger problems, and I hate seeing that for them. I hate seeing that.
They ended up adding Ha-Sung Kim and Danny Jansen. Again, Jansen comes over from Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they got a minor league deal with Eloy Jimenez.
I hate seeing what's happened to Eloy since he left the White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Since the White Sox traded him. White Sox traded him because he couldn't stay healthy.
No.
Luis Robert had a better time staying healthy than Eloy Jimenez, but we'll get to the White Sox a little later. I don't know. If Jimenez can stay healthy, there's a power stroke there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's got to stay on the field.
And that's the biggest thing. And unfortunately, he tends to have a problem doing that.
Mm-hmm. He only played half of the games that he was available.
Yeah, exactly. Dealing with the Red Sox, as we know, the two biggest moves was Garrett Crochet and signing Alex Bregman. But we also ended up landing people like Walker Buehler, Aroldis Chapman, Justin Wilson, and Adam Ottavino.
Buehler.
And we also got a catcher, Carlos Navarez, in a deal with the Yankees.
What does Bregman mean for Boston? Coming to Boston.
Well, obviously we know Devers is going to stay over at third, which means Bregg's going to have to probably slide over to second. What this does is it adds a bat that, while it has pop, was also better known for average.
Yeah. Yeah, he is a slasher. Breggy's a slasher.
Yeah, and I think that's what we need, is somebody that could be guaranteed almost to be on base to kind of help bolster what we've got for an offense.
Right.
Because, I mean, we lost Tyler O'Neill, and he produced, I think, high 30s in the home runs and like 105, 110 RBI.
Is Trevor Story still with you guys?
Yeah, he's still short.
Okay. So where the problem? Where does this leave Bregman?
Bregman would have to play second.
Yeah, unless Devers slides over, and he's not doing that.
No, because they got Casas over at first.
Mm-hmm.
So Bregg would have to slide to second.
Yeah, Bregman's going to be at second base.
Which I think would take a little bit of a load off of him, to be honest.
I think it would.
For the Yankees, they haven't signed Rizzo and Verdugo yet, but I don't think they're too certain about it.
It's the Yankees. They're going to flirt with everybody till they get the right people they want.
Well, as we know, they signed Max Fried, Devin Williams. They got the trade in with Cody Bellinger. They signed Paul Goldschmidt. The Yankees are stocking up again.
Goldie gone. What is Goldschmidt in that lineup? Bronx Bombers for real.
Yeah, and of course we know the Yankees lost Soto, Gleyber Torres, Clay Holmes. Nestor Cortez went to Milwaukee. Dealing with the AL Central, and this is where you're going to be enjoying things.
Yeah.
Dealing with Cleveland, they re-signed Shane Bieber. They re-signed Carlos Santana. They got a couple other small pieces, but it doesn't look like they made too many big moves.
Right.
So I don't know what Cleveland is thinking right now, unless the ownership is drinking from Joe Boo's rum again.
Maybe.
The Royals really didn't do much either. They added Jonathan India in a trade with the Reds, and they re-signed Michael Lorenzen. That's literally it.
Where is Droid when we need him?
Not feeling well, or sleeping, or one of the two.
Yeah, I haven't heard. He hasn't been active in a chat lately.
I've seen him on Discord a little bit, but not much.
Okay. He's probably working a lot, too.
Yeah, I think so.
And he's probably okay.
For the Tigers, they signed Jack Flaherty. They ended up getting Gleyber Torres and Tommy Kaline. So they're bolstering up their pitching staff, and I think that's one of the biggest holes the Detroit Tigers had was pitching.
Yeah. It got him to the division series, but it didn't get him through the division series.
The only big move that Minnesota made was adding Harrison Bader for a 1-year deal.
That's it. Realize the thing, a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Which means the offense is going to be on the shoulders of Carlos Correa again.
And Correa and Buxton.
And Byron Buxton.
Dealing with the White Sox. A lot of 1-year deals.
Yeah.
Martin Perez, Austin Slater, Mike Tauchman, Bryce Wilson, Josh Rojas, Michael A. Taylor. You guys made a trade with the Phillies to get Tyler Gilbert and a trade with the Cubs to get Matt Thesis.
A lot of 1-year stopgap deals.
I see this being another rebuilding year for Chicago.
Yeah. Looking at a lot of those, it's a lot of 1-year stopgaps.
Yeah.
To get the farm system bolstered.
Now,
once the farm system gets bolstered, then they'll really compete again. But they got to build around Luis Robert. They jettisoned their young pitching staff way too early. Lucas Giolito, Dylan Cease, Garrett Crochet. Droid just got back to me. Just been working a lot. Okay.
Yeah, we hear you, Droid.
Yeah.
Now,
glad he's all right, though.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. The West for both divisions seem to really stack up.
Start with the AL West.
With the Angels, some of the biggest moves. Jorge Soler comes over. Kenley Jansen gets signed to a 1-year deal. Travis d'Arnaud to a 2-year deal.
That's surprising. But d'Arnaud still has a lot in the tank.
He does. They even got Yoan Moncada.
From us.
Yeah. He's on a 1-year deal. Tim Anderson is on a minor league deal.
Yeah, Anderson's running out of space and running out of time. He wore out his welcome with us after the 21 season. after that incredible 21 season where he led helped lead the Sox to a division title, he's going down the tubes.
Yeah.
So he's about out of time and he's about out of there. The biggest move for the Angels is Mike Trout sliding over to right field.
Yeah, that is going to be a bit of a change for him.
Well, he said in an interview he's preserving the legs and preserving the body because he knows his time is coming to an end. I mean, if you could believe it in the blink of an eye, he's played 14 seasons, all with the Angels.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? 14 seasons.
Doesn't seem possible.
Doesn't seem possible at all.
Now, dealing with the Astros.
They lost Kyle Tucker to the Cubs.
They lost
gone to the Cubs.
Yeah.
Breggie's gone to Boston.
Kikuchi ends up going to Los Angeles. Verlander's now with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Ferguson's with the Pirates. Jason Hayward's with the Padres. But in the addition to things, Astros ended up getting Isaac Paredes and Hayden Wieneski from the Cub trade.
Mm-hmm.
And they've also signed Christian Walker to a 3-year deal.
Paredes is going to be huge for them at third base.
Yes, massive defense.
Huge. He's going to be huge for them at third base. Can he equal the production offensively that Breggy brought to Houston? Probably not, because Paredes is more of a slasher.
Right.
Just like Breggy is, but Breggy had the pop in his bat. We'll just have to see how Paredes fits in that lineup.
Right.
But don't get it twisted. To be the West champs, you got to beat the West champs.
Mm-hmm.
Do not get that twisted. Because remember, they lost Carlos Correa, and then 2 years later, they won a World Series.
Never know what's going to happen. Dealing with
Go to Seattle.
Okay, I was about to say, where the hell do we go with the Athletics? But
we can save them for throughout the season.
Yeah, because they didn't really do all that much outside of Severino, Urshela, and Arias.
Nah, they didn't do much.
Dealing with Seattle, believe it or not, even less.
Really?
Seattle's notable acquisitions, re-signing Jorge Polanco and getting Donovan Solano.
That's it?
That's it.
And they lost their television announcer, Dave Sims, to the Yankees. He's going to be the new Yankees voice. And next week, I had a chance some time ago to talk to Dave Sims. Y'all will see that interview in its entirety one day next week.
Now, the Texas Rangers, oh boy.
Oh dear.
Re-signed Nathan Eovaldi, 3-year deal. Trade with the Marlins to get Jake Berger.
Mm-hmm. And I remember Jake Berger.
They signed Jock Peterson.
Does he have a lot of pop left in his bat?
He's still got decent pop in his bat.
Okay.
They signed Chris Martin, relief pitcher who once came from Boston.
Mm-hmm.
They've got new catcher Kyle Higashioka that came over from San Diego.
Okay.
Jacob Webb, Hobie Milner, Sean Armstrong, looks like a bunch of bullpen arms. Luke Jackson, Robert Garcia, and Luis Curvelo.
Okay.
Notable losses: Carson Kelly, Grant Anderson, Jose Leclerc, Kirby Yates went to the Dodgers. Oh my God!
It's the Dodgers.
Yeah,
it's the Dodgers.
That's everything in the American League West that's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
The
National League West.
Okay, I was going to go with the East, but we can start West. I don't care. I'll scroll down to it. Notable acquisitions for the D-backs. Corbin Burns on a 6-year deal. and Josh Naylor coming over in a trade with the Guardians. That's really it.
That's her Cleveland.
Yeah, Naylor came over from Cleveland.
Yep, that's going to hurt Cleveland, losing Naylor, losing a bat in that lineup.
Yeah. Some of the ones that ended up in other places, Christian Walker, obviously, to the Astros, Peterson to the Rangers. Josh Bell went to the Nationals.
Oh, Bell's back home.
Yep.
Well, actually, he's not back home because Pittsburgh drafted Josh Bell. But Josh Bell's back in familiar territory.
Yep. And looking through what the Dodgers have done, wow.
Do we have to?
I can make it easy, and I don't know. It's just a lot here.
Okay.
Blake Snell on a 5-year deal. Roki Sasaki on a $6.5 million deal. Teoscar Hernandez got re-signed to a 3-year. Tanner Scott signed to a 4-year. Clayton Kershaw re-signed to a 1-year. Hyesung Kim re-signed to a 3-year. Kirby Yates on a 1-year. Michael Conforto on a 1-year. Blake Trinan on a 2-year. And Kike Hernandez on a 1-year.
Yipe. Yipe. And
yipe.
Uh-huh.
And mind you, they literally only lost 3 big names for notable subtractions, being Walker Buehler to Boston, Flaherty to the Tigers, and Gavin Lux in a trade with the Reds.
That's it?
That's it.
To be the champs, you got to beat the champs, and I don't see it happening.
And the champs restocked in a big way because Tanner Scott and Kirby Yates are absolute flamethrowers.
Yes, they are.
Dealing with the Giants, Chibata, there's only 2 moves they made.
One of them is Justin Verlander.
1-year deal. The other one is a 7-year deal for Willie Adames. That's it.
It's interesting. But the Dodgers, damn.
Yeah, I know. That's
just plain damn.
That is insanity.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is just not fair.
Dealing with the Padres, since we're staying around out west, they signed Nick Pivetta to a 4-year deal. Elias Diaz gets re-signed to a 1-year. Connor Joe gets signed for a 1-year. Jason Hayward gets signed for a 1-year, and Yuli Gurriel is reportedly on a minor league deal that could get bumped up.
Yuli Gurriel, former Astro. Oh boy.
The Rockies didn't even make a dent in what they needed.
Mm-hmm.
They acquired Jacob Stallings, re-signed to a 1-year deal, and then signed Kyle Farmer, Thero Estrada, and Scott Alexander to 1-year deals. 2 infielders and a left-handed pitcher.
That's it, and that's all.
That's all for Colorado. The rest of this is
bunk. Some
of these are just holy cow.
Yeah.
The Cubs have a lot they did. The card
Tucker. They got Kyle Tucker. They got Harold Presley.
Ryan Presley.
Why did I say Harold Presley? Ryan Presley. Where the hell did I get Harold Presley from? Old Mariner. Old Seattle Mariner.
You want to know who they're replacing Cody Bellinger with out there in Chicago?
Kyle Tucker.
Bellinger could also play first. Justin Tucker's on a 1-year deal with Chicago.
Justin Turner,
yeah. Oh, Red Deuce himself.
Oh, Redhead himself.
You want to know who's even having a worse time than us thinking about trying to defeat Los Angeles?
Who's that?
The Cardinals. They didn't do jack.
They lost more than they gained, if they gained anything.
They haven't gained anything. They still got Matt Carpenter as a listed free agent, Kyle Gibson, Lance Lynn, and Keenan Middleton, and they lost Goldschmidt to the Yankees and Andrew Kittredge to the Orioles.
Lance Lynn may wind up back on the south side.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Lance Lynn, the ERA champion of 2 years, may wind up back on the south side. Just depends on the money, because the Sox are going with a youth movement. But you got to have an arm to stabilize that rotation. Got to have someone to stabilize that rotation. And once upon a time, it was Lance Lynn. And, his name is escaping me. It's a lefty. Dallas Keuchel.
Yes.
Stabilize that rotation. We'll see. Long way before baseball season starts, but baseball season is around the corner before you know it. One more break, and when we come back, more shenanigans. What kind, you ask? Stick around.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BET in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E. Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays, so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Next week, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, mock drafts begin.
Oh boy.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I've been reading up and watching highlights, and my eyes are tired
already.
To the point where my wife came in, put her arms around me, and says, "Baby, I know you're into this, but I am too. But you need to come to bed." Yes, ma'am. So what do you think I did? I took my happy ass to bed.
Oh yeah. I mean, we already know half these teams need Jesus, and that's especially going out to Chicago and Dallas.
And that's just the beginning.
Yeah.
We're going to go round by round, team by team, all the way up until draft night itself on the final Thursday in April. You know how we did the live draft coverage last time?
Yeah, I remember.
We're going to do it again. Couldn't do it last year because I was in the hospital and I was full of medicine. Speaking of medicine, something my doctor gave me to help like stretch my groin back out so I can start walking again and really get back to walking.
Yeah.
A muscle relaxer.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it's got a delicious side effect. Knocks me out.
Well, that's always helpful, especially when you're the only thing on is a West Coast game featuring that bum.
Yesterday, as I mentioned, I came in. My wife came in at about 3:00. Right? I already had the screen put away. I didn't plan on doing any games. I was flirting with the idea of doing Michigan State and USC in women's basketball. But then, all that changed when I went to the restroom. I came out. I kissed my wife. She went out to run a couple of errands. I laid in bed. I put my headphones on. And that's all I remember. I remember her coming in. I gave her a back rub. I heard her say, "Hi, baby." And I was out again. I didn't even look at my phone to see what time it was.
Now, yesterday you mentioned something about, unfortunately, you had to deal with a conversation with a bronze sexual, and you had to talk about the Jordan greatest teams. Yeah, you had one of those.
Yeah, I had a couple of those. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put a beautiful little bow on that one. Just remember the fact that Chicago built around Michael.
Yeah.
And the fact Michael never left to go ring hunting.
That kind of does it.
I mean, look at what happened when LeBron went ring hunting with Miami.
Enough said.
So, yeah. There's that.
There's that. I'm trying to find something that Oh yeah. Tom wanted me to cut this what I'm about to play here for a promo.
Okay.
So, in case y'all don't remember what happened yesterday, where'd it go? This happened.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the bronzexual confessions.
Yeah, that's a part of it.
Yep.
Now, this idiot by the name of Aaron Robles said that in 1986, you ready for this? The Bulls had a super team.
In 1986.
In 1986. Well, I got a little angry. This was my response. That clip I showed you right there in the toughest arena at the time to play in, Boston Garden, 14,890, as Jim Durham said. Hooting it up, wanting for Jordan to miss. If he misses either one of those free throws, game over, Celtics up 2-0 in regulation. Michael was all alone at the free throw line. He had to contend with the Celtics bench being in shock. And 14,890 rabid Celtics fans, as Jim Durham said, hooting it up. The first one rimmed in, out, and stayed in. The second one was pure. And it forced overtime. Eventually, it went to a second overtime, and the Celtics won it in 2 overtimes, 135-131. But how can you, Aaron Robles, say that this team that the Bulls had in 1986 was the super team? Are you nuts? You would compare this team to a team of Bird, McHale, Parrish, Walton, Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, Jerry Seasting, and others, coached by the legendary Casey Jones? Are you nuts? Tell me how in the Vita Blue, yellow-bellied... You know what? Come here. Chris!
What in the all types of blue hell
is that? You need your eyes checked. Seriously. I got a little mad.
I'm looking at the lineup now through the 86-87 season. And there's no damn way that this could be considered a super team.
Matter of fact, since we're talking shenanigans, I will find the exact quote and I will I'll read it again. Because this idiot, this fool, actually made that notion. I wish I was making this up.
Like I said, I looked at this starting five and I'm like,
I got it. Tom, I'm gonna give you a revision of the clip that you wanted. Aaron Robles, with his dumbass, said, quote, "You can bash LeBron for getting swept or losing in the finals. Just know you're bashing Jordan even more." Really?
What?
Yeah, get that button ready. LeBron got swept in the finals. Jordan got swept in the first round. First round is the easiest round. Jordan fans / LeBron haters bash LeBron for losing to Jokic, Duncan, Durant, and Curry. That's all peaches and cream, because at least LeBron beat them too. Jordan is winless versus Bird in the playoffs. Oh, Jordan didn't have help against versus the 86 Celtics? The 86 Bulls had Jordan at 22 points a game, Woolridge at 20 points a game, Quentin Daly at 16, Gervin 16, Green 13. Super team.
What?
You idiot.
What?
You fool.
What?
You dumbass.
What?
You asshole.
What?
How can you possibly sit there and say this is a super team when the Bulls were in the middle of the pack in terms of scoring and Boston was not. If the Bulls had a super team in 1986, wouldn't you think they'd be one of the top 2 seeds? Instead, they crawled to 45 and 47 and was an 8 seed. You dummy.
Bitch, please.
You're talking about, and I have a Celtics fan to the right of me who knows his history, unlike you, Aaron Robles. You want to call this a super team? What the Celtics had was a super team, and they built that son of a bitch. Yeah, they built it. LeBron likes to buy his legacy, which is getting cheaper and cheaper by the dozen. This legacy of the Boston Celtics was built, you dumbass. Bird, McHale, Parrish, Sheesting, Ainge, Fred Roberts, who else? Bill Walton. All on that 86 team. Rick Carlisle. And coached by the legendary K.C. Jones. And you want to call what the Bulls had in 86, coached by Stan Albeck, a super team? Wrong answer. What the Bulls had built in by 1991 was a super team, because most of their stars was drafted, including Scottie Pippen, including Horace Grant, which came over in a trade from the Seattle Supersonics. If you know your basketball, you would know that those 2 stars were drafted. It was a draft night trade, yes, but the Bulls drafted Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant. Just like the Celtics drafted Larry Bird, Kevin McHale. They worked out a trade with Golden State for Robert Parrish, right? Bill Walton's at the tail end of his Hall of Fame career. God rest you, Bill Walton. Danny Ainge was going to play baseball with the Toronto Blue Jays, and yet play basketball with the Boston Celtics. You are the biggest, stupidest bronzexual I know. Because when we bash Braun, we put facts behind it, unlike you. You stupid, incompetent idiot. Give me this goddamn camera. You stupid, incompetent idiot.
Yeah.
Now get the fuck out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronzexual Confessions.
By the way, as a basketball player, LeBron James is trash. And you know what, LeBron James? You a bitch. We're out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope you all are too. And yes, Beer League football comes tomorrow. So long, everybody. And by the way, Tuukka Rask, you a bitch. Bye.